Hi everyone, welcome back. Tuplex here. In the last episode, we detected an issue here in the rocket base, which is where I am now, as you can see. And the problem is that we have a rocket that's ready to go, but it has not received a satellite. And it seems that we are short on accumulators for some reason. Now, one satellite takes 100 accumulators. Which we're set up to do here. But this train is sitting here waiting for a signal to go pick up more rocket parts. And it won't do that until it gets a signal that a satellite has been inserted. So that's why we're stuck. Now what I can't figure out is why we're short on accumulators and not solar panels. It doesn't make sense to me. I think one thing that we could do is we could set up this train to bring more than precisely what is needed. Actually, let me do... Oh, I didn't want to do that. Sorry. Okay, what I'm trying to do is just copy that. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's move that there. Let's make 2 slots for blue circuits. Let's do 4 slots of accumulators, and let's do 4 slots of solar panels. So that way we'll be bringing double the quantity that we need to make one satellite. But it'll still only go back to get more when another satellite launches. And because we're storing the excess here in the buffer chests, yeah, and these only unload when there's less than 100. Unloads 100, unload 100. All right, so let's set this. I'm going to set these so that they unload enough for 2 satellites, which will be 10 radar and 200 of the other stuff. So let me just double these numbers. Set that to 200. We'll set that to 200. And we'll set that to 200. Okay. So let's take a ride on the train. We'll go back to the main base. And this is set to wait there until there's 5 seconds of inactivity. Yeah, actually let's switch that to manual. And then I need to double the requests on these chests. That's fine. And then that needs 200. Alright, so let's wait until these get fully loaded before we move on. If we take a look at our solar panels, yeah, we've got more than enough in these storage chests. So that shouldn't be a problem. Let's just wait until this fills up, and then I'll put it back in automatic mode and we'll ride back. Okay. So this now holds enough to make 2 satellites, but the train will come back and fill up every time we launch a single satellite. So that means there should always be extra parts in the system, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, there we go. And then as soon as that satellite gets inserted, yeah, the train will leave. And it'll go fill up again. Now this time when it comes back, it ought not to unload completely. It might take a few cycles for the accumulators to get caught up. We're getting a lot of attacks over at the iron mine. I think I'm going to go and put some stone wall down there just to help protect the turrets while they do their thing. Okay. Just want to wait for this train to come back so we can make sure that that's working properly. Here it comes. Okay, now this time, yeah. So this time it's leaving some accumulators in the chest. Alright, let's watch this. Here comes the next rocket. And there it goes again. Good. And then this train ought to be back here fairly soon. Alright, there's another satellite already produced. We're still low on accumulators. Alright, now this science train. I'm going to change this so that it waits to have at least 2,000 science packs before it goes. That'll reduce the number of trips that it makes by half. And then over time we can start to increase that number a bit. The fewer trips it makes, the less traffic we're going to have. Okay, so now it's loading 1,000, and it should wait for this. It should wait to load this next rocket as well. Okay, well that looks good. I think that has solved the problem there. We have. How many do we have here in this requester chest? Okay, yeah, so I've got 100 in here, so that'll take care of the satellite after this one, and then we have some accumulated there. So hopefully we'll get caught up on that before too long. And there go the science packs. Alright, good. So let's go over to iron smelting and add some defense. I don't have any walls with me, so we'll have to go back to the main base for that. Alright, and it looks like we lost a logistic bot over here at the iron mine as well. So that might be a good place to put some wall too. Although what I really need to do is to go down here and take out some biters. I'm going to do that after this episode is over. And I haven't heard comments from anybody that they wanted to see me clear biter nests, so I'm assuming that you all are okay with me doing that in between episodes and not showing it. I mean, you've seen me do that lots of times already, and there's not going to be anything new there, so. Okay. So I'll come down here and just put a simple one thick wall around those turrets. You know, the wall's not really intended to keep the biters out necessarily. It's just to put a little bit of space between them. Give the turrets a little more time to do their jobs. I'll put another turret there as well. Actually, let's put 4 more. Okay, and then let's check the turret range actually. Nope, not that one. This one. All right. Yeah, so the range of these turrets reaches just a little bit farther than where I'm standing right now. So we'll put the wall right about here. And we'll just bring that straight across. Just a little something like that. And hopefully that'll prevent the biters from getting close enough to the turrets to be able to do them much damage. Okay, and the walls are still within range of the roboports to get repairs. Oops. I'll just do that as well. Okay. Where else was I getting attacked? Oh, over here at Iron 2. So let's go place a few more turrets around Iron 2. I don't want to put wall there just because I need to add more mining drills and stuff first. Oh, they took out a power pole. Okay. Yeah, so we need to put a few more turrets over on that side. Okay, while we're heading over there, let's take a look at our science situation. Okay, so now we're running a little bit low on blue science and space science. Oops. Let's check our blue science production. That's going quite well. We have 20,000 science packs in the train, so I'm just going to let that train fill up and get over there. We are running low on circuits. Okay, yeah, I don't have any turrets over on this side. That's a problem. So let's start Putting more turrets over here. Okay, so we've got a little more defense over here. That should cover us for now until I have a chance to go and take some of those biters out. Our coal station is gradually depleting, but the chests are almost full, so that's not an issue. We are getting a little bit of coal by bot mining here around the edge. No problem. Okay, so let's go to the red circuit area, oops, and start scaling that up. I think that's our next issue that we need to take care of. And I had a task to add refueling. So we could do that there as well. But maybe we don't need it. I mean, it certainly hasn't been a problem of trains running out of fuel. So let's take a look at this. So green circuits get fueled at green circuits. Copper plate is getting fueled there. And plastic, where's plastic? Down here, right? Plastic is getting fueled there. And red circuits are going to... I think all the places that the red circuit trains are going are also getting fueled. Let's see. Rocket control units are getting fuel. Modules are getting fuel. Blue circuits are getting fueled. Where else are they needed? Here they're getting fueled. Blue circuits are getting fueled. Yeah, so I think we actually don't need to add fuel here because all the trains are getting fueled at the other end of the line. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Okay. So at this point we should be able to just start copy pasting this thing. So let's grab a blueprint. I'm not going to copy my passenger station because that's not needed. I guess I'll just have to delete that from the blueprint. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of all of this. We'll include the station names. I do have turrets already here. I've got a radar. I think that should take care of everything that we need. So I'll start by just duplicating one, make sure that everything works before we go on to do the next one. Okay, so we need roboports, beacons, modules, underground belts, and bots, of course. Alright, the bots are separated, thank goodness. How many beacons did we need? Alright, let's get a stack of roboports. We need some requester chests. We need some stack inserters. Productivity modules. Speed modules. And the underground blue belts, I'm going to have to go and get those back at the main base. Oh, watch out. Looks like we need electricity. That would help, of course. There we go. Okay, we need more speed modules still. But everything else it looks like we've got. Alright, so let's go back and get more undergrounds and more modules. So we'll get the undergrounds first. And then we're going to have to load more trains for the raw materials. Otherwise that train sitting there waiting for red circuits is going to wait for a long time. Someone did make a comment saying it would be a good idea to drive around in the train with the roboports on, just to make sure we're not missing signals or something somewhere. So I think that's a good idea. So I will do that every once in a while, just turn my roboports on while we're driving somewhere. I'll get rid of these walls. I don't think I need to carry those around with me. Oh, I'll keep a stack actually, because I'm going to need those for my next hunting expedition. Okay, so I've got 50, 96 undergrounds. I guess that'll be enough. I can get rid of that. Let's get rid of some of this other junk I've got. I don't think I need any more storage tanks in my inventory. What else? Yeah, everything. Oh yeah, coal I don't need. I can auto trash the coal. As well as that copper cable. Okay, let's go pick up some modules. Getting some more attacks. Yeah, most of the attacks I'm getting now are all along this southern border here, so on my expedition I'm going to head south and east and clear fighter bases out. There's one right there that I can see now. Just want to get that out of there so I can get in. Yeah, nothing's happening here because we have no red circuits. So I'm guessing that the red circuit train that's waiting in this second area, yeah, that's the one for modules. So we'll need to get that fixed as soon as we can. Alright, let's go back to red circuits. We'll just get that finished up and then we'll go and get more trains bringing in resources. We'll just basically double the quantity of input trains that we have now. I think it's just one of each at the moment. Okay, yeah, let's grab those speed modules. Okay, so it looks like everything is complete. Okay, we're out of repair packs at the iron smelting area. Okay, so, yeah, I think we now just need to get some more trains set up. plastic. Okay, I do have 2 trains on plastic already. So we'll add one more of each. Whoops. We'll add one more of each train type. And then hopefully those will get that second module going. I also need to put in bots. Looks like we got 300 there. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's get those loaded up here. There. Alright, so we'll go back to the main base and we'll get copper. Since I already have 2 plastic, I'll just leave it like that for now. We'll see how that runs. So we'll add 1 copper, 1 green circuit. And since those raw materials have their own unloading stations, I don't mind if they get stuck at the unloading station. It's only where we share the unloading station between multiple components that's a problem. Okay. Alright, so this one, we'll make this one green circuits. Alright, so that's going to go from green circuits out until full to red circuits, green circuits until empty. Alright, and we're eventually going to have 4 of these, so I might as well just put them all in place now. Right, so I'll actually add 3 more of these trains. That's 2. And 1 more. That way we won't have to do this again when we finish the expansion over there. Okay, that's 3. And then we'll add 3 more trains for copper plates. Copy that. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. And 3. And then we'll need to add 2 more trains for plastic. Need more cargo wagons. So that's 1. And 2. Alright. Let's go back over there and see how it's doing. And I'll go ahead and paste down the blueprints for the other 2 sections. Getting some heavy traffic over here. It's a good sign, though. Okay. So we still haven't produced anything up here. I think it's because we have not unloaded any copper yet. Let's hope we get another copper train in here. There we go. That'll go up to the second one since these stations are already occupied. And then we'll finally get some production going. And then this train will start to fill up. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, that looks good. So, like I said, we can go ahead and... let's see. Actually, I'm not going to put the other two in there yet. I want to wait for this one to get caught up. And get a couple more trains sent out. I don't know. Do I really need to do that? Let's just go ahead and put it in. Alright, so there's one more. And two more. Now these are going to start to accept trains, so I really need to get... Oh, and then we have a fuel stop up here, which is actually not needed, so I'll go ahead and remove that. There we go. Okay, so I think that'll do it for this episode. Thanks again for watching. I'll work on getting this completed, and then, as I mentioned before, I'm going to go take out some biter nests so that we stop getting attacked so often, and I will see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.